Hey guys. We're going to get started. I'm going to give people about another 5 minutes. If you could mute your phone as you get on.
Yeah, he's clear and no follow-up. So, yeah, hopefully continue. Yeah.
Just mute your phone for me.
I'm gonna stay on the segment. I'm about to go hard. Like, you're officially.
Just make sure you mute your phone so we can make sure every. All right, I'm going to give it like another minute. All right, let's get started. So basically, what I wanted to do is go over what me and my team have been working on for the last couple of months. We wanted to make a credit repair site that was accessible to folks that wanted to repair credit on their own. So a lot of times with people with credit repair companies, they get discouraged. It doesn't work. There's a number of things that kind of happen, and people just don't ever go through with it. So I wanted to make sure that everybody would be able to have access to it, because I know that home ownership is a goal for a lot of people. So we came up with this app. It will actually be in the App Store starting next week. But today, all of the participants are going to be able to log on to the site and kind of shop, be able to look around and see what the resources are. So I'm going to just talk about what we have going so far. So this is the homepage. You'll be able to add your email address.
Dude, I said you're not living your best life.
Make sure you mute yourself when you come in.
Yeah, so she was
he was real deep with that. What that joint was saying yesterday? I got joint from me. I come blessed up here or something. Where did that come from?
Girl, work.
Yeah, what's that joint? What's that joint you said yesterday?
Let me see if I can mute this for everyone. All right, so this is the homepage of the site. Of course, the first steps are free. So if you've been through the challenge, you've gotten some deletion letters for your inquiries. You've gotten some other, hold on one second, let me just see if I could get everybody muted.
Most of the time I'm doing excuses. I really don't want to do it. Like, I want to say it, but I really hate when people give me excuses. And it's like, it's their.
There we go. All right. So I wanted everyone to be able to have access to this program. So the first steps are free. You've gotten some of the deletion letters. You've gotten some of the information, to be able to reduce some of your medical collections. You're able to go ahead and delete some of your inquiries. But the real, the meat of the product or the site is in our keys to your home membership. And that membership includes a membership or your ability to be able to join our Facebook site, which is going to be able to. It's a group that are people that are kind of going through the same thing, and that are at different levels. It also includes all of the letters that we have for credit repair deletion. We also are going to offer Rapid Rescore. So Rapid Rescore is a tool that we use as in the real estate industry to be able to rapidly rescore your credit to be able to update things as you get them deleted or paid off. We also have the simulator that is going to be available to you so that we can tell you specifically what you need to do in order to get your credit to the point that you're able to purchase a home. I just want to stress that this program and this product is for people that want to purchase homes. It's not for anyone that's just looking for general credit repair. I have several people that I refer to, specifically Credit Medics, and then the Credit Lifestyle. She's on Instagram. I refer those folks if you just want to get your credit score up. This will definitely increase your credit. However, this is only for home ownership because we tailor it to people that want to purchase homes. We also introduce you to some credit lines. You are paired with you are paired with a realtor that is able to basically coach you along. Someone from my team is going to be paired with everyone to be able to know exactly what you need to do to get to it through savings and other things like that. We're also going to be able to have a monthly meetup. And it'll be the last Saturday of every month. And every month we're going to meet up and be able to talk about the credit. I'm going to show you how you can get your letters out. We're going to have a notary on site. It would be myself or another person of the team that's going to be able to get your letters executed and get them out of the door. So we're really taking this to a robust level. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on in the membership. We have the letters and videos. The letters are going to the different rounds of disputes. There's also the goodwill letters in here, the bankruptcy. If you want to be able to remove bankruptcies and other public records. This is also the HIPAA violation laws. If you didn't know, if a hospital has taken your information, because of HIPAA laws, they're not allowed to share it with anyone else. So if you're getting collection calls from collectors that are not the hospital, that means that they share their information, which is against the law, which means that they have to clear they can't no longer collect on it. And also there's other resources in here to get rid of student loan debt. I also recommend the student loan doctor, and I'll send all of these things in a link so that you guys can be able to get all of the information. We also are going to be able to, if you would like a full service, so if you're just like, I'm not going to be able to do this on my own, we're going to offer a full service to a limited amount of people. It's only going to be maybe about 15 to 20 people a month that we're going to do the full service for, because I don't want to get to be stressed out. We want to be able to actually help people and see results. It's not going to be a situation where we're just taking on folks, because truthfully, the real prize for myself and my team is for you to be able to purchase a home. And if we're not going to be able to get you to that point, then, we're not going to be any use to anyone. We have mortgage officers that are going to basically be on site to be able to help you and tell you specifically what you have to do in order to get where you need to be. This is our, hold on, I'm sorry, so many people. This is our credit repair for home ownership site. I'll send you the link in an email. If you're not on the email list, if you're on our live, then you can go ahead and send me your email in an inbox, and I'll be able to show you exactly how to join this community. It is definitely paramount that you join some sort of support. It's not something that you should do on your own. Also, this is another resource that we use, and I've shared this with a lot of people. This is a way to build your credit. It's tremendous. We've seen people that have gotten anywhere between 30 to 50 points on their credit report. And Self-Lender, I am an affiliate with them, and I can send you the link, and you can sign right up, and you'll see results within like 2 months. I'm going to open up for questions, but I want to make sure that people are aware of the services and see exactly what we have going here. I'll open up some of the letters. And also, if you're ready and if you want to talk on the site, you can go to Book Now, and you'll be able to be linked with myself or someone from the team to be able to talk more about your credit report. I did get a lot of credit reports from the challenge, and we're still going through them. We got over 150 credit reports. So I know that this service is needed, and I'm trying to, really be able to help folks out. So you want to, the website is member.creditrepairforhome.com. You'll get a link for this. You can log in. You'll be able to access all of the things here. If you're ready to start with the, if you want full service, or like I said, we're only taking about 20 people to start. I do have people that I'm already working with. So as soon as those folks are done, I'll be able to open it up monthly as they, are out of the program. But it's going to be really paramount. And the other tip that I wanted to give you guys about about judgments. I know a lot of people have judgments on their credit report. A little known fact is that courthouses or the prothonotary offices of the cities do not report to the credit bureau. So if you call the city of Philadelphia, you dial 411 and you ask to speak to the prothonotary department, they're going to tell you that they do not report to credit bureaus. So they do not report to Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. They do not report to them. How does the information get onto the report? TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax go and buy the information from the public records departments. But because it's not reported directly, you're able to basically, all you have to do is cite the person that you speak to at the prothonotary department, write the letter to the credit bureau directly, and say to them, hey, I know that you guys are not allowed to report this information because they don't report it to you. And once you actually do that, they have to remove any judgment. So that's a little thing. That's like a huge thing for most people, because most people have even smaller judgments that are, set to the set to $800, $1,000. It's just something small. Even with evictions, if they turn into judgments, that is a huge thing to be able to get off of your credit report. So it's a little thing. Handwriting a letter is best. You would handwrite the letter and then go ahead and put it on lined paper. Lined paper does not get through the credit bureau system. So that means that someone has to actually read the letter. Just make sure that you don't sign the letter. And if you do all of those steps, you'll be able to get your judgment off in no time. So I'm going to open it up to questions. So let me know. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Stop it.
If you have a question, why don't you unmute yourself? And then that way, if we have other background noise, we can get. So does anybody have any questions? No questions? I see people writing on my screen.
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hi. How do you get charge-offs removed from your credit report?
So one of the letters that are in here, and I'll show you. This letter that's here. Let me get it to open up. First. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Lashida.
Hey, Lashida. Okay, so this is the letter that we, the language of the letter that we send out for our credit repair. And basically, all you have to do is list your credit, your debts on this letter, like where it says the name of accounts and account number, and the physical verification and stuff like that. And it's just basically an unverified account. A charge-off legally cannot be collected on because it's usually to another company. So if a charge-off is to like ABC Collections, you never signed up with a debt with them. So if you had a collection or a debt with, Capital One Bank, you had a debt with them. You signed that application, you use the card, you charge that card up, right? But the charge-off is not supposedly to be collected by anyone else. So it's supposed to be collected by them. Now, if it's a charge-off by the actual collector, there's another letter that's in the on the site that you're able to go ahead and go through and get the collection off. I'm sorry, the charge-off off. So that's it. Really starts there. If you want to give me a call, my phone number is 267-707-6487. You can give me a call and I can go specifically through with everything.
Yeah, because I was reading something stating that it's through Discover. So I was reading something saying that if I call Discover and negotiate like a payment with them, they have the ability to take the charge off.
They do. So but the only thing that I caution you on is if for some reason they want to, if you're going to negotiate with them, you have to get them to send you a letter that says, if I pay X amount of dollars for this debt, you agree to go ahead and remove the debt away from the credit report.
Yeah, I read that too. It was saying something like, get a letter first before you submit the payment. So therefore,
if you don't, then it'll just be a charge off that's zeroed out. And that's really in our world, our real estate world, we don't want to see that. We want to see like it never even happened.
Yeah.
So you want to do that. And once you actually do that, you pair the letter with the canceled check and then you mail it in certified mail to the credit bureau. And then once you actually do that, then it will fall off because the credit bureau has to fall off. Another trick of the trade is if you go ahead and just say if you write a check on it and then you write on the check, upon cashing this check, if you decide to go ahead and cash this check, you are stating that you're taking this in a full payment for the debt. It could be for whatever amount, but if they cash the check, then they have to delete that item as well. So if you have something that's $500 and you send it in a check for, I don't know, $150 and you write on there and they decide to cash it, then you would send a copy of the check to the credit bureaus and you would mail it, like I said, certified mail, and they have to remove it because it says it on the check that they agreed to do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. That really helped.
No problem. Let me know if you have any other questions.
All right.
But I left my phone number, and my phone number will be on the email that you get in a few minutes.
All right, great.
All right, talk to you soon. Do I have anybody else? Anybody else have any questions?
I have a question about inquiries.
Okay.
Hi, good morning. This is Gina.
Hi, Gina.
How you doing? Inquiries. I have seen inquiries on my report that I just ran from creditchecktotal.com. And some of these inquiries on here, some I do recognize and that I had authorized, but I see some inquiries on my report that I didn't, like stuff like for mortgages and stuff like that. I would never apply for anything because I know my credit far as mortgages is concerned, why would I see those up there? Because I didn't authorize for anything like that, because I'm not even ready to get to that part to even be applying for mortgages.
Okay, so if you legitimately didn't apply for the things, then you can. Did you get the letter? I think it was on either day 3 or day 4.
Yeah, I have those emails. I didn't open.
And try that first round. I'd be curious to know, actually what happens. So you can follow up with me and let me know exactly what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to go ahead and get those off, especially if you have, if you have a legitimate reason. Sometimes when you apply for one thing, and if you never apply for a mortgage, I don't know why, but I know for a car, if you apply, you thinking you're applying for one space, and then you get
Mm-hmm.
the once, the one plot spot, and then they run it at like 5 different credit bureaus. So that, I'm sorry, not 5 different banks.
Banks, right?
That would definitely, result in you having multiple things off of inquiries on your credit report, and those would
Mm-hmm.
be removed. In this site, you can see letters to be able to remove it from. It's another bureau that a lot of people don't know about, which actually holds all of your inquiries, and it's called LexisNexis. And so it gives
Mm-hmm.
instructions on how to remove, how to basically have your inquiries or your credit, it being able to be freezed, any inquiries being able to be reported onto the credit bureaus. So that would be for the future. Now, to get them
Mm-hmm.
off, I think that you'll have some success with the letter that I sent out.
Okay.
Don't, then definitely feel free to call me, email me, and let me know. And I'll be able to, I'm definitely open to be able to help you with the inquiries, because inquiries, if you have 15 inquiries, and you get some of those off, you'll see your score go up, 30 points, in some cases. So
Okay.
it also depends if you actually have other good things going on your report as well. So
Okay.
don't be afraid of, definitely reaching out. I definitely will want to help with it.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later,
How
Gina.
long does that process take?
Okay.
All right. Does anybody else?
Hello?
Hey. Hello.
Hello?
Hi. Is this Donna?
Can you hear me, Jamie?
Huh?
Can you hear me? It's Donna.
Hey, Donna.
How you doing?
Good.
Uh, I'm on here because I wanted to know, like, for medical records that collections came on just
Mm-hmm.
out the blue. How can I get that removed, or do I have to make an agreement to pay it?
So, okay, it's a couple things with medicals that can kind of work out in your favor. One, as I was explaining before, you can't, if it's being collected from a collection agency, by HIPAA laws, which are laws that protect people that, protect all of us that, go into hospitals. You know how you have medical records and they're not allowed to share it with anybody else? Your finances with
Right.
the medical industry are protected as well. So if you have, if they're sharing your information with other outside agencies, then the letter that I sent, I believe it was on day 4, is able to get those removed, just simply because of the language of the letter. But if that doesn't work for some reason, you can also go to the whoever you actually had the medical problem with. If you went to the emergency room, if you had a doctor that was collecting fees, you can go back to the hospital. They have a hardship department, which you can send a goodwill letter to. Basically, like, I didn't have insurance at this time. Most hospitals do not want to collect that. They legit want to help you. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously they're $1 billion industries, so they don't,
Right.
they're in the money making business. But if you go back to them and say, listen, I came to the hospital, I had a situation with my son. We were out of town, and my son we had to go to the hospital in Virginia. And at the time I didn't have insurance, and I guess he was like maybe 2 years old. And turned out that he had nephrotic syndrome, and we had to wind up getting admitted to the hospital. It was a whole big deal. And so when I came back, I had these huge medical bills. I also had to go to CHOP. So I was able to get some assistance with medical, with medical help once we got back to Philadelphia. But I was there with a medical bill for like $10,000 because legit we were there for 2 or 3 days. And so
Right.
what I did was I called back to the finance department of the hospital, let them know the situation, let them know that, and they were able to retro it back to the insurance that I eventually was able to obtain. The one thing about credit and the one thing about creditors and things that people just don't even realize is that you have to kind of communicate with people, because there is help. It's not something that you can just say, oh well, I owe it and I'm never going to pay it again. There is definitely like legit help that you can get.
Yeah, because they trying to charge me for when my daughter went.
Oh geez. Okay,
And
so was it in your name?
she used my name, but it's under her.
Oh geez. Yeah, I think that you'll have success with that letter that I sent. If you don't, like I said, just give me a buzz and I'll definitely be able
She
to.
has insurance, and I keep telling them she has insurance. She has to call you.
Right.
I don't have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
And they was like,
Mhm.
and they calling like harassing me right now as we speak.
Oh.
Like they're harassing.
So another thing about like harassing creditors is that you can if you tell them that they cannot call you again, then they legally can't call you. And if they do and you have record of it, then you'll be able to go ahead and file a lawsuit against them. So just make sure you keep records when they're calling, like your call log and things like that, because you shouldn't be harassed, especially since it's not yours.
Yeah, it's my daughter's.
Yeah. So
But since she used my name,
if
they
you
saying
like
that I have to.
try the letter. If it doesn't work, then give me a call.
Okay. So
Okay.
you already answered about the inquiries and stuff like that. So
Yep. Yep. But like I said, if you have any other questions, this webinar will definitely be the repeat will be emailed to you, so you can go back to the start. Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Jazz.
I appreciate it. Anybody else?
Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me? Okay. I have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
One, how true is it if I decide to, well, if a family member of mine allow me to be an authorized user on their credit card, will it affect their credit?
It will not affect their credit as long as you don't have the credit card.
Right. Okay.
As long as you're not using the credit card, then you can be an authorized user. Actually, that's probably the fastest way to building, some good credit. As long as the authorized user does not have, bad payment history. So,
Okay.
for instance, I got onto my mom's card. If my mom did not pay her card down, or make sure she paid on time, then I would have the bad history that she would have, even if it's maxed out, even if I never used the card, never had the card. So you want to make sure that it's someone responsible that's actually paying off their debt, every month or what have you.
Okay. And the second and last question: do you offer any help with starting up a checking account, or like people who have bad credit instance or had bad payment
Yeah.
with
Yep.
financial institutions?
Yep. I have a few different resources. One is at Santander, one is at Wells Fargo, and then I have 2 credit unions that I use. Shoot me an email, and I will send it to you.
Okay.
If you need that help, I'll give you the direct contact of the branch managers, and they will be able to open up your account, within a day. They'll open it immediately.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I might have a question. As far as when you're in the process of buying and the lender like escrow your account get escrowed.
What do you mean? You mean like your
Like
deposit?
you can't I guess use your account while you in the process of closing or something like that.
Sure.
Is it good to open? Cause say you have multiple accounts bank accounts open. Is it good just to use one account, so therefore all your accounts won't get monitored, I guess, or escrowed or however they do that?
So the just so you know, the escrow account is when like just say when you put down your deposit, so you put down the $1,000 deposit, that's put into the escrow account. But you want to make sure that the account that you're using for your bills or what have you, they want to see that you're actually paying bills. So you want that account to be like, to be active. But we've had people that just have to live life. You have to pay tuition, you have to do, X, Y, and Z. And so a second account could be the answer there. However, if they see any activity, so like just say if you transfer from one account to another account, if they see that activity, then they're going to ask for the other account for you to give them that other account. So what my suggestion is, it's not that you can't use your account. It's just that you need to be wise with what you're doing with the account. So you can't put any large sums of money. I had a woman that was a hair braider, and she would braid hair on the weekends, and she might pull in like $300, $400, $500 in a weekend. And she would put that money into her account. Now she worked full time, but she had the money in her account. You cannot put anything over $500. The bank is going to be like, where the heck did this money come from? And so you can't put any large deposits, anything over $500. But
all right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. But if you need to spend your money, you got to spend your money. You got to pay your bills. You got to pay your gas bill. You got to pay, daycare, any of that. You can totally do that. It's just that you have to make sure that you're careful, and you want to make sure that there's no overdrafts. So there's no NSF or anything like that. Other than that, you're absolutely fine to use your account.
Because me and my husband, we don't have a joint account. Like we have separate accounts. Okay. So that's my thing was like, should we get a joint account, and the account will only be specific to us, our down payment and stuff like that, versus us, using, because we got two separate accounts.
Can you put the money that you're using for your down payment? Can you just put that in a savings account?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I got a savings account, a money market account, and my regular checking account. And that's through Philadelphia and Fire Credit Union. And then I have a Wells Fargo, and that's the other thing. Like I get child support from my oldest child, and that account is only for my child support. So it's like, what account do I use? Because my main account, I use that for paying bills.
It really depends on where
all types of situations.
It really depends on where your money is. If your money is in your savings account and it's all in there, then you're just gonna have to show your savings account. You may have to show your checking account just because they're gonna want bank statements, but they may not ask for the money market or other banks unless, like I said, unless the money is being sourced from those accounts. So if you write a check to yourself to the other account, so if you write a check from your Wells Fargo to your credit union account, and they're gonna say, well, where did this check come from? And then you're gonna have to source the account. But other than that, you should be fine.
All right. And for the membership, I guess the $24.95 one, is that a monthly thing? Like, can it be like on an occurrence?
It's just one thing. It's just one time. So you only pay that one time, and that's it. I just wanted people to be able to have access to this, these letters, to be able to get out there. The meetup is going to be, I think it's going to definitely change how people look at credit repair, because people, everyone knows that you can repair your credit yourself, right? So you for sure can, get someone else to do it if you're just not organized, if you're just not, if you're just not going to stay on top of it. And I do recommend that as well, but I didn't want it to be a barrier. So I wanted people to be able to meet up, ask these questions just like we're doing now, and really be able to, to kind of put that barrier down to be able to fix your credit. So yes, this will be available to everyone. And it's only a one-time fee.
Okay. And how long would I have access to like the files?
Forever.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you're in, you're in. And my developer, he built this site, and it's going to be a forever thing. It'll be available on the App Store as well.
And it has the files that I was talking about earlier, except is getting the charge-offs off. It has like a template for that.
Yep. It has templates for each round.
All right. I think that's the only thing I had to ask.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, they're going to kick us off in about 4 minutes. So I will, if you have any other questions, just give me a buzz. My phone number again is 267-707-6487. And you can give me a buzz and I can, ask any questions. If you want to send me a text, that's for sure. And also, if you want to email me, you can email me at info@creditrepairforhome.com. I hope you guys take advantage of this. I will definitely send an invite out to all of the people that participated in this 5-day challenge to our meetup. So if you have any more questions, you can for sure be able to get any of those answers in person. Me and my team will be there. And I can't wait to meet you guys. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.